Hey guys, welcome back. This is Miss Day. So I wanted to go over Module 4 with you. So if you come into Module 4, you'll see that it's called Composition and Art. And basically a composition is just how the artist arranges things on the page. And we're going to go over the role that composition plays in art. It's a very basic foundation. You're going to understand how important the focal point is in your work of art. We're going to look at other tips and guidelines to create successful compositions. You're going to take a series of photographs for me and turn them in to show me that you understand these different ideas and guidelines when it comes to creating your composition. I do have a reoccurring Zoom meeting. You are welcome to come. Just keep in mind that if I don't let you in right away, it could be that I stepped away from the computer to go to the restroom or stepped out of the classroom. So just be patient, and you may want to send me an email, and I can pinpoint a time and we can meet. So you don't have to come necessarily during your class time. So you know that you need to submit your attendance every day. Please click Submit Attendance, type in your name, and submit it. That way you can earn credit for being in class. That you have to do that every day for every class period. So 4.1 is just an exercise to help engage you for focused attention. This is a social emotional learning exercise. You just watch the video, and you could also do it as a meditation and close your eyes. It just helps you to focus your mental energy. Four point two is a video that's going to introduce you to the idea of composition, and it's going to go over those vocabulary concepts that we saw listed in the overview. So it's going to talk about things like symmetry, asymmetry, cropped, the rule of thirds, all of those ideas that were listed in the overview, and that's what you'll be demonstrating to me that you understand towards the end of the week. This is a presentation that goes through the composition guidelines and tips for you. So you'll just go through the composition, go through this presentation to understand more about composition and what it means. Your attendance. 4.4 is just notes for you. These are the 10 classical compositions. Artists use these as foundations, like blueprints for their artwork. A lot of times you can look at an artwork and you can see this blueprint underneath it. Maybe there's even more than one. So I just wanted you to be aware and have those notes there to help you make successful compositions when you create your art. So 4.5, I'm just asking you for a rough draft composition of something you should be working on right now. So basically what this is telling you is that I want you to look at the drawing from Module 3 that you're creating to show emotion. That drawing is actually due on Friday. And I just want you to think about what improvements could be made after you've learned about composition, and for you to make any adjustments if you would like to. And then just send me a photograph a rough draft of your line project. So it's not going to be finished, okay? The rough draft is just a way to get the idea onto the paper. It's focusing mostly on the composition, where the objects are placed on the page. It's not looking at the details. So here's some examples for you so you can see the top is a rough draft, the bottom is the finished product, and then here's a series that shows from the beginning to the final draft. Rough draft, and this is the final drawing. Please make sure you get your attendance in every day. I have a quiz here, so you'll come in and take the quiz, and it's just 5 questions. You have 2 opportunities to take it. It will give you your score. Make sure you take care of your attendance. This is the final assignment for Module 4. This is where I want to evaluate what you've learned about creating compositions, and we're going to do this by photographing some examples. All right, so you'll see here that I want you to choose 3 to 5 composition strategies, and you're going to recreate them. Okay, those blueprints that I showed you, you're going to recreate those by arranging objects that you find around your house. And you can see an example by Ms. Neuwirth from Nimitz down here at the bottom. So review your notes, take 1 photo for each of the compositions you're recreating, create a Google document or a Google slide like the one down here, drop the photos in, label the photographs, and then tell me, use the composition tips that you learned from the video and the presentation, and tell me, how is that composition successful? Why? What is it about it that's making it successful? And remember, this is the vocabulary I'm looking for you to use, is there is a clear focal point. It uses the rule of odds. It uses the rule of thirds. It has diagonal lines that create a sense of movement. All of these things that you learned in the lesson. And then this is an example here that you can go through, and you can see that it's has an image, and she has cropping. The photo shows, oops. Okay, I think I accidentally, okay, I'm messing this up. So the photo shows cropping because you cannot see all of the cat. Okay, there are parts that are cut off at the edge, especially around the face. So this is using the compositional guide or idea of cropping to zoom in and get close to your subjects. So you'll turn that into me, and that should finish you up for Module 4. Okay, and again, your Module 3, that drawing, you'll go back and turn it in down here at the end of Module 3. And for Art 1s, I'm asking you to choose either option A or option B. Okay, so you're going to create a small line composition communicating how you feel. You can choose an emotion from the chart, which is on the previous slide here, and use different qualities of line. And then write an explanation about, what your piece means to you. And then you're going to send me a picture of the piece and your sentence and your paragraph. Okay, you could do option B, where you write a feeling word and use the lines to make the word visually match the emotion, and then write a reflection explaining your choice and why you did your drawing that way. And of course, if you go back to 3.12, then you can see the examples there of, let's see. Oh, this is the art criticism. Is it one more before this? 3.11? I thought it was actually 3.13. Oh, it is. I'm sorry. It is. It's 3.13. And then I did a separate one after that just for where you turn it in. So this is the presentation that you'll go through, and there's examples down here at the bottom of what we were talking about. So this is just reviewing the information. So this is an example of how they developed the composition. So these are examples of something you could do. Okay, or you could do a word, and the word itself becomes the composition. The word itself is the drawing, and how you write the letters are going to express what that emotion is. And that's your summative assignment that will count towards 3 and 4. All right, I hope that explains everything. Good luck to you guys. If you need me, pop in the Zoom. Bye-bye.